You want to make sure I'm not drunk?
Huh?
Pop, I have to have my first sip of beer before I can get anything like that. I haven't had any beer yet, Pop. I'm pretty sober.
That's good. I haven't any either, but I don't want any either, just like you. I want to be safe.
Pop, you are always safe, and you always have been, of course. I'm try- I'm gonna be. I'm trying to get over and get in the picture with you, Pop. But how are you feeling, Dad?
Feel okay.
All right, good.
How do you feel?
I feel okay too. I'm happy to bring you on. You're obviously doing a lot better, and people can now see it live.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pop, you're doing good. How you doing in Texas? We got people all over the world here, Pop, that are talking to us. All over the world.
Pardon me?
People all over the world talking to us, Pop. All over the world. Because you know why, Pop? You're Ed, known worldwide. You're famous, Pop.
Still only 10 minutes to 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right. There's people in Colorado, Dad, San Antonio, all over the place to see you, Pop.
Pardon me?
They all want to see you, Dad,
Why would they want to see me?
because you're a very famous man.
For what?
For being Ed. For being Ed, the family man who is dealing with old age.
What have I done that's been so unusual?
You just be yourself, Dad. You were just being yourself, and the world caught sight of it. That's all that happened. The world finally saw you, and you were being yourself. And as a result, you have a lot of people that like to watch you and see how you're doing every day. That's what's going on. And today, I think people can rejoice. You are participating in a live for the first time, really, since before you had a fall about a month ago, Pop. And so we've been rehabilitating for the last month, and you're getting back to normal now. So it's really exciting to have you back to normal, Pop. What do you think?
I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, I'm finding out right now. You're doing pretty darn good. Look, we got Southern California in the house, Pop.
I don't know where we're.
Well, we're in Northern California, Pop. We're in Elk Grove.
Where the pictures were taken?
Well, we're in Elk Grove right now.
Yeah.
This is us right now, Pop. There goes Andrew taking off. What a beautiful comment that was. Whoever said that about the time remaining.
I said basically in Northern California.
And then throw Jesus in there after that comment. It's remarkable. What, Pop?
What?
I said, what's going on? What's going on?
Nothing is going on. That's it.
Well, we're watching basketball.
Or we're watching basketball, but we're not watching it there.
We're talking here and watching basketball there. It's not really a game, so it's a good time to come on, see how everybody's doing. We have Indiana in the house, Elkhart, Indiana. Ontario, Canada, Pop. You're familiar with Canada, right?
No.
You're not familiar with the country called Canada?
Oh, yeah, of course I know Canada.
You got a lot of relatives from Canada, Pop.
That's right. I was born there.
Well, you were born real close. You were born in Seattle, right up next to Canada.
Canada.
Yeah. Your mom was probably born in Canada. Grandma was probably born in Canada, huh? Eva?
I think so, yeah.
I think so, too, because we got some old pictures, and they have English pounds on it, but they didn't live in England, so most likely Canadian. You know, Canada has the Queen on the money and all that stuff, Pop. They got that, Canada likes that royalty thing in England. We got Tennessee here. We got Boston visiting Colorado. We have traveling people on here, Pop. Zen, I've never spoken to him about World War II. I'll ask right now. Do you remember World War II, Pop?
Yeah.
You do? How old were you? You were young, right? You were a kid. You were a teenager when it was over.
That and earlier, yes.
Yeah. Was it a tough time to live? Was it a difficult time?
Pardon me?
Was it a difficult time period to live through? Or was it just like normal?
I just go from here to there.
All right. From here to there, Pop.
And you're supposed to take
Well, that's all right, Pop. World War II was a long time ago. Greetings in Arizona. Hey, Jake. It's been a while, man. Haven't seen you. Good to see you, Jake. The wages of sin is death. The wages of sin is death. That's uplifting, man. We got people in the Redlands, California, which is just not too far from here, Pop. The people in Poland. The score on the game is 110-87. It's a blowout. So we're going to sit here and wait for the Warriors to come on and then watch the Warriors. But I wanted to jump on because I thought it was maybe the first time he could come on and participate a little bit since the fall. He's real close. He's getting there. He's getting there. You know, I've had him on before, but pretty much as a spectator. I'm hoping today he's watching the game right now. Yeah, he's looking a lot better. We just walked him. I showered. Now I'm sweating. It's 100 degrees out, so we're kind of stuck inside, hanging out, and he does look better. You know, before it was like catatonic, staring off into space. Now at least he's staring at the TV. I heard about an earthquake, Riri, which ironically, that was my wife's nickname, a friend of hers, but I did not feel it, but I heard about it. Ed and Wilbur. Wilbur, you mean Millie?
What?
Someone called Millie Wilbur. Remember Wilbur the Pig?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a glorious pig or whatever it was. Charlotte's Web. That was Charlotte's Web, Pop. Remember the spider that would write glorious pig and stuff, and Zuckerman's Farm and all that stuff?
I forget that.
You forget Zuckerman's Farm?
Well, so much crap going on, and I can't remember when, how much crap, and what was there, what was not there.
Lots of crap. I hear you, Pop. I think the entire community in here would agree with you too. Lots of crap going on. It's hard to tell what's up. How you doing in India? Would you rather watch a tree go? Come on.
That's the way it is.
Yeah, we still got the pig. Let me see if I can see if she's out here. It's hot, so she might be hanging. Yeah, I don't know where she's hanging. I don't know. I'm looking for the pig, Pop. I don't see her. She's out somewhere. Uncle Joe, thank you. Does Ed dream? And I don't know if you asked in color or not, but I can tell you, I know that he does dream because of,
What is it showing just pictures of us?
Well, we're talking to a lot of people here, Pop. This is our picture going out. And someone asked if you dream. And I said, I know that you dream because, sometimes in the morning, I'll get up and they'll go, where are we, in Japan? Or, somewhere else. And I'll know just because it's so random and not connected to anything that's been happening in the past couple of days, I know that it was a dream.
So much going on, Dan. It's hard even for the dogs to do anything with animals just laying down there.
Yeah, it's hot out, Pop, so everyone's inside. It's really hot out there. Yeah, he remembers Marilyn Monroe. My dad's Marilyn Monroe was named Zoe Olson. Pop, do you remember Zoe Olson?
Who?
Zoe Olson. Zoe Olson from Oakland High.
It's a long time ago.
She was a diver at Oakland High, and she hung out with Jackie Jensen.
Oh, whatever happened?
Well, they're both dead now, Pop.
They're both dead?
They're both dead. You survived them both, Pop.
Right.
They were the big shots in high school, but guess what? They were big shots on the football field and in sports, but guess what? You're still here, and they're not, so.
Well, other areas.
What?
They were called other areas where their body gives a certain amount of endurance because it has to do.
Their bodies wore out earlier. Thanks, K. Carp.
Or
What, Pop?
national and not.
Well,
Pro.
in any event, Pop, you're still here. You haven't gone anywhere.
I haven't gone right here.
Well, you're here with me.
Yeah.
You're hanging, Pop, and I'm hanging with you. 101 in Phoenix. That's cool in Phoenix, Jacqueline. Wait for a month or so.
They turned off the
Yeah, I turned the TV off because it's a commercial.
So it turned off the differential.
Yeah, yeah, and because you're staring over there, you can. Millie does come in occasionally if it's really hot or really cold. Millie will come and hang out in my room. But it's the pigs, the dogs get upset when the pig's in the house. They think it's you know it becomes an issue. But if it's cold or hot, pig will be inside. My dad's Fading. What are you doing, Pop?
Wait for it to turn on the television.
All right, let me turn the television back on. We may lose his attention, but that's all right.
What else is there to do but eat?
That's all we can do is hang out and watch TV and eat because it's hot as hell outside, Pop.
It's hot as hell.
Yeah, it's like 100 degrees.
It's what?
It's 100 degrees out there.
Really?
Yeah, it's hot. Yeah, we got a lot of people from Ontario. I bet it's cooler up there. Zen, that's a good question. They asked if I'm a bigger Warrior fan or a Kings fan. And I'm a bigger Warrior fan because that's my home team. That's the team I grew up following and rooting for. They were the Oakland Warriors. My dad grew up in Oakland. So the Warriors are my team, but I will root for the Kings are my second favorite team. Yeah, it's really warm for May today, Mark. It was even hot. Like I went walking at 7:30 this morning and just in a t-shirt. It's pretty warm.
What's going on?
Well, Pop, it's a game, but a little closer now. Now it's 91 to 115. So they're only down by 25 points, 24 points. 65 in Illinois. I'm jealous. And Mississippi, Mississippi. I remember having to spell that in elementary school. 75%, 75 degrees probably. Yeah, you guys have it good. Oh, look at that. Oregon, it's always nice up there.
What the hell is going on?
Pop, they got basketball going on. That's what we got. Cannonball into the pool. Thank you, Adelina. I appreciate that. I could cannonball into the pool, but it's just me and my dad right now. So there, say hello. My screen went black for a second, so I lost the name for my dad. Don't drink a beer in front of Grandpa. That was my dad's first. When I first got on, before anybody got on, my dad looks down and goes, "I don't want you to being drunk." And I'm like, "Pop, I haven't even had."
Does it?
Well, it collapses if we want to put it in the car. It collapses, but it's not going to collapse with you in it. You're perfectly safe, Pop. It's going. Danielle called me, and that's what's going on here. You want to stand up, Pop? You want to show everybody how you stand up? You want to stand up for a second?
Why?
Let me find your.
There's no reason for me to stand up.
Well, just to get your legs moving.
Get my what?
Just to get your body moving. To get moving, just to get your circulation going. That's all right. I can't find the walker right here.
I gotta sit here right now.
All right. Thank you so much, Uncle Joe. Get a Guinness. You must be from Ireland or Scotland. And you guys like those things warm. But I will tell you, the funnest bars are Irish bars, without a doubt, here in the States. Yeah, I was buffering. If I was buffering, it's because Danielle calling me.
I
I look like my dad. People say Mark does. Some people say I do. I think he's a good looking, for 93, not a bad looking guy. I mean, if you get past the Mohs surgery, but he's not to win any beauty contest, but I think he's a pretty handsome guy for 93. Wheelchair rugby, that would be good. We actually, if you've ever seen the balloon video, he gets pretty playful in that chair. Let his beard grow. It's tough. We can't let the beard grow full because it would bother him. We were making a video earlier, which nothing I'm going to show, but he was talking about his beard, and I asked him, "Do you want us to shave it?" And he's kind of like indifferent. He's, "Oh, let's leave it alone right now." Thank you, Owasa. Yeah, I'm thrilled to see the progress, and I'm most thrilled in the last couple days because, as you can see, we're really starting to get the essence of him back. You know, we don't have that quite the energy level, but I think we may get there. I mean, I'm shocked, and I'm grateful that we've made it this far, and I'll be grateful for any incremental improvement that we make from here. I think we're ahead of the game right now. We're winning. We're winning the game. When did he start getting skin cancer? Long before his dementia. He had them on other parts of his back. See, my dad used to walk. He's a prolific walker. Problem was he'd walk out in the sun every day for hours with no protection. You know, that's what he did. He walked for hours. He used to be really dark, really, handsome skin, very, very tan, and he's been paying the price for it for the last 20 years. We have an appointment next Friday at the urologist, and he has to pass the P test. So he's been on medication. It's called Flomax, and I think it's popular
I don't
medication.
know what's going on there.
Pop, it's just a basketball game. It's just a
I
game.
know that, but I mean, from who and what?
Well, you mean in the game or what's going on in life? What do you want to know, Pop? How do you keep him from falling? That's the 24. Can you post his time about Santa Cruz? Yeah, I will. I'll ask him about that in a second. We keep him from falling by, like right now, you can see he's got this thing right here. This is a gate belt, and it goes all the way around the chair, and it clips in the back, so he can't get it. So, you can't have somebody sitting with him 24 hours a day. It just doesn't. It's just not practical. So while he's got that gate belt on, I know he's not going to get up and fall down. He's done it before. Before we put the gate belt on, he got up out of that damn chair, took a couple steps, and fell. Danielle found him. He walked. I don't know. He walked a ways and he went down. So we are keeping him completely. He's always shackled to something like a prisoner, unless we're with him or he's sitting. We're here on the couch. He'll sit on the couch here if we're watching a movie or something, and we can watch him. But if there's nobody watching him, he is being protected. He's got two belts on. We had the belt, on the chair, but he learned how to take that off so quick. We had to put the clasp behind the chair. And that's the only way we can ensure his safety. It is the biggest risk. I mean, at any moment, in 1 second, he could fall, we'd be right back at ground zero. And I just don't see a repeat of this kind of recovery. So we are really, really working hard to make sure he doesn't fall again. Pop, what are you doing?
What?
I said, what are you doing? You're not picking anything. All right. My dad never smoked. He might have smoked when he was a teenager, according to my mom, maybe, for a very short while. She didn't even think he inhaled, who was that? Was that Bill Clinton? I smoked, but I didn't inhale. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. Take a drink, Pop.
What?
Take a drink.
I know.
Oh, drink. You should drink to hydrate, Pop, because it's hot outside. We're watching the basketball game. We're watching the Knicks get destroyed by the Celtics, but they're up, it'll be 2-1 after this game. Yeah, Tom, we're definitely enjoying the day. Do I think the Niners will bounce back? Zen, I wish, but I'm not real hopeful. But, the Giants are surprising me how well they're doing this year. Yeah, falls are brutal and our biggest fear, for sure. Well, we're twinning today. Yeah, we're in Sacramento, Victor. We're down in Elk Grove, just south of Sacramento. The Celtics are, I would totally agree with you that I would have expected the Celtics. Dad, Dad, take a drink.
What?
Take a drink, Pop.
I know what it is.
No,
Take a drink.
Take a drink. Hydration, hydration, hydration. Good, Pop. And even, the dexterity for doing that, just holding things and putting them down, that's all part of his rehabilitation. Eating.
It's hard to really
What happened there? Oh,
get on to these people.
sorry, Pop. I accidentally hit the remote. He's definitely feeling better. I mean, there is no question. Why we don't cough up along right here? You're making me cough, Pop. The Celtics are winning. They're going to win, Tasmanian. They're going to win. Rick, I'm sorry if you're watching, but you're up 2-1. Have we seen any Elks? You know, there's a long-standing debate in this city as to where the name came from. And, you know, there may have been elk here at one time, but I think the name came, I think there's an Elk Grove like in Illinois or something. And one of the early settlers here, for whatever reason, we ended up with Elk Grove. Yeah, Johnny, that's exactly right. A little tickle in the throat. He was a podiatrist for like 20 or 30 years. A catheter doesn't block completely. Thank you, Jordan. Your sister is an angel. I love, you know, dedicated caregivers that do it for a living. Incredibly valuable. And, you know, we depend on them. Yeah, Elk Grove, California, to be family, you know, to do what we would do in their place. So a lot of people can't do what I'm doing for many reasons. So good help and good caregivers are a godsend.
What's that?
I was just checking you out, Pop, making sure we weren't doing anything on the live. Carol, tomorrow, my sister's going to bring, she's going to cook and bring lasagna here, and Mark will bring my mom, and so we'll have a full day on Friday, and all my kids are coming to celebrate with their mom. Mark, there's a lot of really cool museums in Sacramento. I mean, you got old, you know, Wells Fargo museums from, you know, the Pony Express days. We've got trains, because trains are big here in Sacramento. You know, we were one end, and that Continental thing, you know, Sacramento is one end of it. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I will pass that along to them. My mom's 88. It should be a good gathering, and it'll be good for my dad. He'll see everybody. He was born in 32, so he does not remember the First World War. Tedra, thank you so much.
Even the dog falls asleep.
Yep.
Falls asleep.
The dog's going to sleep. Yep. Grandpa's looking at Coco right there. Coco hangs out with my dad all day. If Danielle's not home, and I'm wherever, the dog's always with my dad. Marcia, that's a good idea. Breakfast in bed.
I don't know how much he's asleep.
Well, he's awake now. He's looking at you.
Oh, he gets up and goes somewhere else.
There's nowhere else he wants to be, Pop. He likes hanging out with you.
Pardon me?
He likes hanging out with you, Dad. Thanks, Daniel. Daniel Lewis. Is your middle name Day? And do you have a left foot? How you doing in Belgium? Europa. Wilson, I do. I enjoy hanging out with Pop. Everyone is gone right now, and it's just the two of us. And there's really nowhere else I'd rather be. And that's really weird. I would never have imagined myself saying that like 5 years ago.
What he's doing in his mind.
The dog's just sitting there, Pop. It's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Maybe he's dreaming because he's kind of moving a little bit. Maybe his dog is dreaming right now because the dog's kind of looks like she might be asleep. Look, I'll show you. She's kind of legs are twitching a little bit. At the Coco. That's my Coco. Yeah, the Coco. Yeah, he's not even going to give me the satisfaction of lifting her head. She hears me. Danielle is probably driving the Porsche. I don't, since my dad can't get into it, so whenever she leaves, just in case I have to go somewhere, she always has to leave the Subaru because I can get my dad in it if I have to. Yep, Pop still is a podiatrist. He just doesn't practice anymore. Oh, how are you doing in Brisbane? Crystal, my dad, one place that he never got to visit that he would have loved to have visited would be Australia. Do you have a poop scooper guy? Yeah, me and Danielle. We she poop scoops a lot, and we have someone that comes and cuts the lawn on Saturday. So early in the morning, that person pulls up, and I got to run outside, and it's not just the dog poop, but the pig poop as well. Pop, you remember the Beach Boys?
What?
The Beach Boys.
What about them?
You remember them?
No.
You don't remember California Girls? Wish they all could be California. Wish they all could be California girls. You don't remember that?
So many songs have gone through with the.
All right, how about this one?
Where we are, I can't remember them all.
I got a smile out of it, though. I got a smile. You all saw it.
What's that?
That's the Beach Boys, Pop. Wilson, what was his name?
Well, I don't know what it is.
How about the Beatles, Pop?
The what?
You remember the Beatles?
Yeah.
Hey, Jude, don't get me down.
I don't remember the.
That's Paul McCartney.
I don't remember the Beatles either, Dan.
You don't remember the Beatles?
Not with the vacuum. With
The Beatles, Pop, the musical group. Paul McCartney and John Lennon.
They were still out there, though.
Well, Paul McCartney is still here.
So I don't remember.
We're Sergeant
who
Pepper's
they were.
Lonely Hearts Club Band. We hope you will enjoy the show. We're Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I'm sorry, but it's time to go. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely. All right. I think he knows who the Beatles are. But he laughs when I sing. I mean, I enjoy that.
You remember all the people who have been on these little programs there.
I know. Let me ask you a question, Pop. Am I a good singer? How's my singing voice?
Well, you remember the words, I guess, but the actual tone itself, I don't think you've got in. I could be wrong.
Pop, you are back. You're back. I mean, right. That's going to be a video right there. I'm going to have to find that on here and make a video because that's my dad right there. When he's giving it to me, he's doing well. And there it is. I got the word, but everything else, not so much. Thank you, Pop. I appreciate that. I'd like to hear you sing sometime.
I don't think.
I know. I at least give it a go. I at least try, Pop. I may not succeed.
Look at the dog. He's on the floor now.
Yeah, well, now it's up because someone's home, and it's probably Danielle. And Coco knows. Who's home? Who's home, Coco? There's Mom. There's Mommy. There goes Coco. Oh, Coco can't make it, so they're going around.
That's why you didn't answer.
Yep, there goes the Coco.
Come on, baby.
There goes the Coco.
Hi, look.
I just asked him if he likes my singing voice. You know what he said?
No?
He's all, I asked you. He's all, well, you know the words, but, as far as the tone and everything, not so much.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. Anyway, my wife is home. We're going to watch some basketball. I wanted to jump on and just, because I thought he might be able to perform a little bit, and he did. He did not disappoint me. And you guys can really gauge his progress, a lot better than in the videos, just watching what you did. So I really appreciate your hanging out with me and my dad for however long, for the last half an hour. You guys have a wonderful day. I hope you.
Tell him not to forget to buy my book.
Danielle's a new author. You can find her book. What's it called? There you have it on Amazon. There you have it. You guys have a great day. Thanks for hanging. I appreciate it.